Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás mi amor Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Nancy Drew the Silent Spy Pre-Order Edition. Now before I tell you the difference between Pre-Order Edition and the regular game of Nancy Drew the Silent Spy, I just want to briefly mention that I am a dum-dum. I know that I'm not very good with figuring out the pixel stuff when it comes to video quality. I'm still learning that stuff. In the 12 years I've been editing, well, no, yeah, 12 years. 12 years I've been editing videos. Wow, geez, that's been a long time, and I'm still trying to improve. Still a bit of a noob at it, I should say. But I just learned what I've been doing wrong with the quality of my recording, and please tell me in the comment section if the quality of this video is much better than the previous videos of the Silent Spy. In fact, better than the other videos. I don't know why I'd never thought of this before. Anyway, so the difference between Nancy Drew the Silent Spy Pre-Order Edition from the regular game is, well, it's kind of complicated actually. Her Interactive, they don't really tell you, or sorry, they don't really label the games of what is pre-ordered special or not. In fact, the only way to get the special games is to actually pre-order before the release date. That's literally the only way you can get the special games. After the release date, it's impossible. It's literally impossible. They don't sell it anymore. It kind of depends on whether Nancy has a cell phone or not in the game, because most of the special changes in the pre-order editions pretty much is on the cell phone. There's usually a side story, and that's usually with her friends, Bess and George, or her detective friends, Frank and Joe Hardy, or her boyfriend slash romantic friend, Ned Nickerson. And I say slash because in the book series, the relationship status changes at random bindings of the series. It's a pet peeve of mine. I'm not going to go into details of it. Anyway, there's not always a side story, and there's also phone charms in the pre-order edition. There's also mini games on the cell phone, and those mini games are usually puzzles from the previous Nancy Drew games, which I think is kind of cool because you get to do that whenever you want throughout the game. And I think that might actually be it with the differences. What's really cool about the latest of Nancy Drew games with Her Interactive, they actually try to improve their gaming quality as far as like the interface and the gameplay of it, and sometimes the dialogue and the animations as well. With the past, I guess, 5, maybe 6 games, because I think they started this new interface in Tomb of the Lost Queen, I believe, which is before Deadly Device, if I'm correct. Because I don't think we had it in Captive Curse. Anyway, we get a awards hall, which I think is really cool. We actually get to see this in Ghost of Thorn Hall. The first time you actually see the awards hall is actually in Ghost of Thorn Hall. One of the achievements that is actually pretty new with the latest interface is spoiler free. There's actually a pretty neat feature to that, and I will explain it once we're inside the game. There's also outtakes and teasers. This I actually really like. With the outtakes, it kind of goes hand in hand with the pre-orders and the regular game as well. It varies though. I kind of remember it being with how many achievements or Easter eggs you find within the game is how many outtakes you get to see at the end of the credits. Her Interactive is kind of a mess, especially with them trying to release Midnight in Salem. I really hope they do release the game. But I really like the feature where you have to finish the game in order to unlock not just the outtakes, but also the teaser for the following game. And another feature that is part of the new interface is this fast convo. I will also explain that once we're in the game. And I think that might actually be it between the differences between pre-order edition and the regular game. One of the, I've already talked over time, but I do want to mention one more thing. I bring this up a lot in the videos for Nancy Drew the Silent Spy, and I just want to make sure you guys are aware that I am aware that I take this psychological damage thing a little too seriously. And it's just because it's happened to me, not just when I was young, but it's happened to me throughout my entire life. And it can happen to you at any point in your entire life. I don't want you guys to be in such a relationship like Nancy Drew is with her dad in this game. And it's just such a sad sight. I don't like people being in bad relationships. I don't like people being sad. I prefer everyone happy, you know? That's my perspective. That's my choice. I just want to let you all know that with Nancy Drew the Silent Spy, her dad is not supportive. And that's not healthy, at least in my opinion. I think I will just call her dad and Ned in this video to better explain myself, I should say. I'm trying to be quick about this just because I've already talked too much. So with that, I am going to say, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please, please, please check out the links in the description box below. There's the previous video as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have every single video that I've done so far with Nancy Drew the Silent Spy, and I am excited of what we're going to be doing in this game. Let's get into it, yo. So, we actually got to be doing some cookie making. Ooh, hey! And that's actually one of the cool things about this game, especially when certain Nancy Drew games need money, is that there's shiny bits that you can find throughout the game, and that's also one of the achievements too, is to find all of them. In the Silent Spy, I believe there's 25 shiny bits. Let's actually check the task list, because I try to make this a thing that I do at the beginning of every video. So we've yet to do this.
Can't check that off yet. Still have to do
Nope.
that. Did that.
Uh-huh.
Can't check that off yet. Still have to do that. Did that.
Alright, cool. So we still have a lot to do. But right now we need to follow the instructions on this text that we found on Bridget's phone. We kind of hacked into her phone and found out that she's got some interesting text messages with someone that we're not aware of, and found this message behind a plaque on this bench that's actually nearby us. It says, fill a blue bag with the final payment of 35 euros. Place the bag inside the trash bin next to this bench. Exit the area and return later. Your equipment will be waiting for you in the trash bin. You know, this situation kind of reminds me of something that happened in The Phantom of Venice. Kind of makes me wonder if Samantha Quick might be in this game, because she was in that game too. Alright, we gotta make cookies. We gotta make cookies. Boink.
Alright.
Yes, please. I am not seeing what... Actually, I think it's this. And it's an oval. And this.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Booyah. We got this. Booyah. How do you make these cookies, by the way? Because I find these a bit improbable. Whoops, I almost made a mistake there. I am Jose Jalapeno. I give my sticks juju.
It's a masterpiece. Got it.
Oh, we're already at the goal. Okay. Oh, that's cute. It's the Euro symbol. Alright.
Dead drop dead. I'll give it some time and see what happens next.
Sure. Hi, Bridget.
Have you ever met any movie stars?
Actually, yeah.
I knew it! Why don't you go to space as much? That was great!
I agree. I guess some people think it's too expensive.
But you guys love expensive things, right? Aren't there restaurants that put gold, actual gold, on Sundays?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're embarrassed about that.
I bet it tastes like other people's tears.
What?
Me too?
And metal. And luxury!
What are you really up to? You've been tracking me since I arrived. I bet your name isn't even really Bridget.
No, your name isn't Bridget.
Who are you really? Why were you asking me so many questions?
Ah, thank you. I am so sick of that accent. And I am so sick of you. Go home, Nancy Drew. Otherwise, you will die.
Huh. Well, I was right about the accent. Well, now that she's gone. Oh, hey, our phone times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, we're missing 3. You know what? I'm betting my cheat book will tell me which ones we're missing. I'm not gonna pull it out, I promise. Alright, actually, you know, oh, I forgot to show you the fast combo feature. Okay, I'll show that in the conversation we're about to do. These are the games that I was talking about. Double Take, that is from Warnings of Beverly Academy. Renograms, that is used both in Trail of the Twister as well as Shadow at the Water's Edge, Trail of the Twister, Alibi in Ashes, Captive Curse, Deadly Device. This one was also Deadly Device as well as Captive Curse, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, cause some of these mini games were used for a couple more times. Alright, Boppy, are you home?
I'm stuck here.
What do you mean?
My passport has been revoked.
What?
Alright, so to show you the fast combo feature, let me actually turn it on. So, see that little arrow, those arrows that just popped up?
By whom?
I don't know. I'm working on it. But I'm not surprised. The world your mom moved in.
Yeah, when were you going to tell me about that?
I can't fix this for you.
I'm not asking you to fix things for me.
I'm not helping you.
Dad.
Okay, so now it's not bright yellow anymore. When it's bright yellow, that means you can actually skip the dialogue when the person is talking. Of course, I'm not going to use it in this playthrough because this is our first play. Not to mention, a lot of the dialogue in this game is pretty important. So,
You were too rude to Ned.
I was angry.
I know, but
I'll talk to him. That's the first time he stood up to me like that.
well, it's the first time he needed to.
right?
Okay, you win. Look, I'm not going to
grammar.
be the most helpful person in all of this. But I'll stop being an obstacle.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. You and I have some talking to do when you get home.
Bother.
What did Mom really do?
She was a journalist.
What kind?
That was really
You
quiet.
know how you write me and Hannah those letters?
Yeah?
That's pretty much what she did. She'd head out, tackle some strange mystery that had gotten her attention, and then she'd come back with the answers.
Huh. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna ask him that.
You were right about Moira.
How so?
She lied to Mom. She promised her she'd be protected here.
What?
She promised Mom that she'd have a guard at all times during her last trip here.
I thought your mom was lying about that.
She wasn't. Moira was.
Oh. And so Moira just told you this?
I think she's been trying to tell someone for a while. She thought she was doing the right thing for Glasgow.
That wasn't her decision to make.
I know. You might want to talk to her about it someday.
No.
I really think you should.
Make it home safely and we'll talk about it. Until then, just because she gave you some sob story, don't trust her for a second.
Oi! Trust issues. We humans are pathetic.
My cathedral contact isn't exactly helpful.
Well, he's not there to look after you.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
Still, use the resources he has. You never know what will help.
I agree there.
I need to know everything.
Fine. But hey, do you remember the name of your kindergarten teacher's dog?
Sure, Zabo.
Good.
What?
You still have that impeccable memory. Remember this and tack it onto the back of every single thing I say. Please come home.
Oh, bother. Stop that.
I don't understand anything about this attack.
I bet. I know it had your mother obsessed for a very long time. She couldn't figure it out either. She was sure it was part of some long-term plan.
Plan for what?
That's where she stopped. She never had enough information to put things together.
Huh.
What information could Mom have that's so important?
I know I shouldn't be telling you this.
But you're going to?
Again,
Your
grammar.
mother somehow threw a wrench into the entire operation. Her plan before she left, at least from what I could figure out, was to find some scientist, presumably the one who helped with the attack, and put him in protective custody. It sounds like he was just some guy who got in over his head. He'd be happy to hide from everything. I assume she was able to do that, but that's all I've been able to figure out.
Why don't we ever talk about Mom?
I didn't want to upset you.
Really?
Aw.
Yes.
Well, that's why I never talked to you about her.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know where to start.
me either.
You know, when it's time, it's time. We'll talk then.
But, okay, so the one thing I actually do like about this game is that during the credits, they actually do talk about her mom, which I think is really nice. It's a nice touch. It doesn't really make up for what happened between them during the game, but eh.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
These are, again, I am like all over the place. These are actually the hints that I was talking about, the feature for the spoiler-free achievement. These actually help you throughout the game if you're ever confused about the tasks that you're trying to complete. You can actually click on these and it'll give you a hint as to what to do next so that you can cross them off the list. I'm not going to do that, however, because I want to get that spoiler-free achievements. I have a feeling, though, that I kind of already ruined it by accident in one of the earlier videos, though, by clicking on one. Could be wrong, and I honestly don't want to go through the old footage just to find out if I did or not.
Can't check that, can't check that, can't check that, can't check that. Haven't done that.
Hello again.
I think Alec is spying on me.
Really? Why would he do that?
I have no idea. He says Revenant took his sister.
I'll look into it.
So why is the colony operation starting again?
Still not sure. Here's the theory. Just like the good guys figured out Revenant existed, so did some bad guys. And maybe they thought, what if we follow the old script? Will they show up and play their part? Which is pretty cute if you think about it. Almost like a seance to conjure a ghost.
Sure.
I still don't understand why Revenant would want to carry out an attack like this.
They do not care.
That does not make sense.
They don't. They are playing the long game.
What long game?
I would kill to find out.
It seems like Revenant was obsessed with getting the formula correct. Why?
The formula is important. Too deadly. Obviously a problem. Revenant will not show up unless you hit the sweet spot. They're interested in using this as a test run, not in racking up civilian casualties. Too easy to fight off, then it's just a cold. You need to knock 3/4 of the city under a pile of blankets. Then you're home free.
What about children, the elderly, people who are already sick?
You know, I don't want to think about that. Back to the formula. If the operation is running again, there is most likely a lab working on an approximation of the virus. Getting everything in place for when the proper formula is available.
Once it is, how long would it take to be unleashed?
Depends on a lot of factors, quicker than anyone would like. If anyone can find the original scientist, or the original formula, it's a matter of time.
If they find both?
They'll have it ready almost instantaneously.
I'm starting to realize that it's easier to spot the villains in the Nancy Drew games. Her Interactive, I think you need to change your style.
What does Revenant want?
The crazy thing is, what they want makes sense. Do not tell anyone I said that.
Not a popular opinion, I'm guessing.
That one rarely gets asked to the dance. What they want is to rewrite the rules of the world.
What do you mean?
Imagine if you got to rewrite the rules of society. Who gets what, who leads, who follows. I bet you'd make a lot of changes.
I would.
Right.
But as the lesson of every sci-fi movie where robots become self-aware states, in our flaws lie our perfections.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Alrighty. Did we ever look at this? Or did we ever look at this?
Whoa, I better watch the temperatures.
Stop messing with that!
Sorry, I'm guessing that alarm means something a little bad is happening?
Servers are getting a bit hot. That alarm triggers when I need to cool them down. If they overheat, everything gets fried.
So you have to go back there and reset it every time the alarm goes off?
Aye.
Well, that sounds like a distraction to me.
around.
Bye.
Alrighty dighty then. Ooh.
Zoe Wolf. Is that Bridget's real name?
That does explain the Z in the text. Actually, you know what? Let's take these to our contact and see if he can tweak these.
Guess what? Your boy Alec is an only child. He lied to you. So stay sharp around him.
I don't believe you for a fact.
Is it strange that Bridget would get these glasses from a dead drop?
Whoa! Yes.
What are they?
Augmented reality glasses. But these... This is a custom job. I wonder if it has solitaire.
Psst. Solitaire.
Oh, that's a shame. Just the basics.
Can you examine these and see what they're for?
Might take a bit. I'll let you know when they're done. You may want to ease up on the stealing.
I'll give them back. I'm just investigating.
Sure. Avoid investigating any big-ticket items during your visit. I really hate the embassy people.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Fine.
See you around.
I don't think it's gonna be much of a problem though, considering. Oh, hi.
What's going on?
I know you stole my glasses.
Why
Hi.
didn't you say they were missing?
Sorry to upset you. That make it less fulfilling? You have a problem, my friend. Keep 'em, by the way. I remote wiped the drive. You want to play spy? Enjoy the toy. Here's the deal. You go forward like we never spoke.
What are you going to do?
Spy stuff.
Obviously.
Okay, Zoe, you wore a disguise. You were trying to get me to talk to you. What's your angle?
Nancy, you were so loud.
Yeah,
I'll tell
I agree.
you what I can, but here are the conditions. You trust only me from now on.
Sure.
Right. Like that's going to happen.
Fine, then trust no one. No one. Not even your father.
My father? He would never lie to me.
Nancy.
You need to understand. Revenant goes after weaknesses. We all have them. And your father's weakness is obvious.
Yep.
It's you. He'll lie to you if someone can convince him it'll keep you safe.
Okay, but
But nothing. Someone's been talking to him. If you don't believe me, ask him about it. And listen to how he sounds. And don't you think it's funny that he's having all these passport problems out of the blue? That's Revenant's handiwork.
Not surprised.
I know you bug my room. What do I have that everyone wants so badly?
We believe that the operation your mother knocked offline involved a biological attack against Glasgow. We think she intercepted a delivery intended for Revenant. You were brought here because no one can find it. And the going theory is that you're the key to what Kate knew.
I didn't even know she was a spy.
No one thinks you know what it is, we just think you know it.
Let me get this straight. You're an American?
Yup,
What are you doing here?
Trying to pry as much information out of you before you end up dead.
Is that a threat?
Nancy.
You really think I'm going to be killed?
I hope you aren't.
But
You're here to figure out what happened to Kate. She was killed by the same group who will kill you if you don't leave. Now you know? Now you go.
and you're not afraid of these people?
Far from it. They're the only people I'm afraid of.
Preposition. Dude, what the heck is with the grammar? Her interactive. I thought you knew better.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Alright, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna stop here. And I'm only saying this because not only am I a bit stuck, which though deadly I'm gonna be stuck again in the next video, but Zoe. No doubt I'm not only gonna be stuck on the situation with Zoe, but I'm gonna be stuck on what to do next. Not to mention, I need to contact Ned. Basically, like, the best way to get unstuck is to contact everyone, go through everything in the inventory, and go to every location, basically. It's kind of like deduction. Inventory, locations, people, conversations, and phone. On the upside, I am short on time. Okay, and I'm also realizing how long I've been recording too. Jeez, I gotta get going. Okay, so I am gonna try to upload a video to conclude Grim Tales of Vengeance. I did realize I forgot to do something for that game, and it's gonna be up in the following week. I promise you that. Other than that, the review time for this, I don't think I'm gonna do one just because I'm kind of short on time right now. But I gotta go. Love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will talk to you all in the next video, which will be Nancy Drew, Silent Spy. And I can't believe I'm actually doing the dabbing while I'm recording. Jeez, okay. And on that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button next to that beautiful gray, as well as the bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, rarely Fridays. And I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rescue Rabbit, Fun World, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! One of my favorite channels to watch on YouTube, by the way, is Stumped. That is STUMPT. Check them out. I'm actually a big fan of RPG, and they are bringing me back into that. They actually are really entertaining. I love them so much.